the worksheet. Find the sum of all integers between 100 and 400 that are divisible by 7. So what's the first digit after 100 that's divisible by 7? Can you guys tell me?
105.
105? Let's check. Is 105 divisible by 7? It is. So yes, 105. And what's the last digit before 400 that's divisible by 7?
399.
399? All right, let me check that as well. 399 divided by 7. Yes, it's 57. Okay. Find the sum of all the integers between 100 and 400 that are divisible by 7. So the next number would be 112 and so on. It's going to be plus 7 in each case. All right. So sum of all the integers between 100 and 400 that are divisible by 7. So which series is this? Which sequence is this? Arithmetic,
AP.
geometric. Sorry?
AP.
AP. Yes, it is arithmetic sequence because there's a common difference of 7. A is 105. D is 7. So we're going to use the formula. You have two options now. Either you use Sn equals n over 2, 2a plus d, n minus 1, or you use Sn is equals to n over 2, a plus 10. All right. So we have a, the first term, we have common difference 7, and we also have the last term, but we don't have n. How many terms are these between 105 to 399?
वो find out करना.
हाँ, find out करना है.
43.
कर लिया था ये आपने? Okay, I'm going to use the nth term formula. The nth term formula is a plus d n minus 1. And I'm going to enter the last term here. 399 is the last term. First term is 105. The difference is 7 times n minus 1. Solve this for n. So 399 minus 105 divided by 742 and then plus 1, 43. So n is coming out to be 43. So that this is the 43rd term. So we have to find, and that's the first step. So we have to find sum of the first 43 terms. So I'm going to use this formula, a plus n. So sum 43 equals n is 43 upon 2 into a is 105 plus 399. What does that give us? That gives us 10836. जी आयशा, what were you doing wrong? क्या गलती हो?
मैंने 105 की जगह पहला टर्म 119 लिखा हुआ था, उसकी वजह से 10,619 आ जाता है.
ठीक है. बता पार्ट बी कराना?
नहीं.
You were able to do part B. All right, let's do 7. First term of an arithmetic progression is A. And the common difference is D. Write down an expression in terms of A and D for the 5th term and the 15th term. All right. So for part 1, we have to write an expression for the 5th term. So the 5th term is going to be A plus D times 5 minus 1. So that's A plus 4D. Similarly, the 15th term is going to be A plus 14. That's part 1. The first term, the 5th term, and the 15th term of an arithmetic progression are the first 3 terms of a geometric progression. All right. So the first term of an AP would be A. The 5th term we've already mentioned it's a plus 4d. And the 15th term we've already mentioned is a plus 14d. Now they're saying these are the first three terms of a geometric progression. So show that 3a is equals to 8d. So tell me, how do I connect a plus 4d and a plus 14d in an equation? And remember, this is GP. ये मैंने सिखाया हुआ है कि अगर
Yes.
3 consecutive terms हो GP की तो उनकी equation कैसे बनती है?
A
over a equals a plus 14d over a plus 4d.
Yes. Second term over first term will give you the same answer as third term over second term. Yes. All right. Let's cross multiply and cancel. Hopefully, we'll be left with 3a equals 80. Yes, it's going to be a plus 4d whole square. I'm going to open that directly. A plus 4d whole square is going to be a square plus 2ab plus b square, so 16d square, equals to a square plus 14ad. So the a square and a square is getting cancelled. We have 16d square equals 14ad minus 8ad is going to be just a second, so 16 d square. Okay, 14 minus 8 is going to be 6 ad. We can cancel this with divide both sides with 2t. So if we do that, we get 8t here and 3a here. So we're able to show that 8t is equals to 3a. Part 3. Find the common ratio of this geometric sequence. Okay, so we have to find R. Now, R is either this or this. Use any one of these. I'm going to use the first fraction. R is a plus 4d upon a. Okay. So from here I can write that 8d is equals to 3a. So then d will be equals to 3 by 8a. Now replace d with 3 by 8a. R equals a plus 4. D की जगह 3 by 8a upon a. So R equals a plus, that's going to be 3 by 2a upon a. So 1 plus 3 over 2 will be 5 over 2a. So R is 5 by 2a upon a. A and a gets cancelled and R is 5 by 2. Answer at the back is 2.5, so we got the correct answer. Any questions here?
No, miss.
Azhar, कोई सवाल? All good?
No, ma'am, आप ही पार्ट नहीं कर रहे.
चलो आप 8 कॉपी कर लो, मैं बोलती हूँ. The first and the second terms of arithmetic progression are 161 and 154 respectively. The sum of the first m term is 0. Find the value. The first and the second term of an AP are 161 and 154. Okay, the sum of the first m terms is 0. All right. And also we know the first two terms, 161 and 154. So it's an AP, meaning small a, the first term is 161. And what is the distance, the common difference, sorry?
-7.
Negative?
7.
negative.
7.
-7. It is -7, you're right. Because 154 minus 161 is -7. All right. So the sum of the first m terms is going to be m upon 2, 2a plus d, m minus 1. Instead of n, we have to write m. Okay. So m over 2 times 161 plus d times m minus 1 equals 0. Okay. So m upon 2 can go to the other side, get divided by 0, becomes 0. So m over 2 to eliminate ho gaya. 2 into 161 is 322 plus d times m minus, oh sorry, d is -7. Why did I not substitute that? Equals 0. So I'm going to take the negative term towards the right. 322 equals 7, m minus 1. I'm going to divide 7 with 322. 46 equals m minus 1. M equals 47. Okay, you just have to use the formula for sum and equate it to 0. अब उस फॉर्मूला में a पता है, d पता है और खाली m नहीं पता. So part B. A geometric progression in which all terms are positive, you will probably be using this information later, in which all terms are positive has a common ratio of r. The sum of the first n terms is less than 90% of sum to infinity. Okay, so it's saying that sum of the first n terms is less than 90% of sum to infinity, right? So we have to write the formula for sum to infinity and sum of n terms. So it's going to be sum of n terms is a times 1 minus r power n upon 1 minus r less than, let's make this 0.9, and sum to infinity is a over 1 minus r. So 1 minus r cancels on both sides and also a cancels on both sides. So we just have 1 minus r power n less than 0.9. So we can bring r power n over here and we have 1 minus 0.9, which is 0.1. So we got the required inequality. R power n is greater than 0.1. All we did was substitute the formula in the given inequality that Sn is less than 90% of S to infinity. S infinity, sum to infinity. And then the formulas are given in the formula sheet. Just and then cancel what's being cancelled. Rearrange and you'll get R power n is greater than 0.1. Nine. The sum of all the multiples of 5 between find the sum of all multiples of 5 between 100 and 300. खुद try करोगे ये question?
जी मिस.
क्या कहते हो अजहर? ठीक है, खुद try करो. उसी तरह का question है वो जो 7 के वो वाला किया था. ठीक है, खुद try करो.
ठीक.
Just notice that this is the same as question number 3 part B. So we've already done this, but I'm glad both of you got it right. Okay, so geometric progression part B, a GP has a common ratio of minus 2/3 and sum of the first 3 terms is 35. Find the first term. All right, so we are given the sum of first 3 terms. So S3 is given to us, that is 35. We're going to use the formula for Sn for a GP, which is A times 1 minus r power n over 1 minus r. So A times 1 minus r is minus 2/3 power 3 upon 1 minus r. So 1 minus minus 2/3 equals to 35. Can you guys find A from here? I'm going to wait for your answers. A should come out to be 45. All right. Next, we have to find the sum to infinity. So A is 45. Also, R is minus 2/3. So all we have to do is use the formula for sum to infinity, which you will have in the formula sheet. So that's A over 1 minus R. So sum to infinity would be A is 45 and 1 minus minus 2/3. So that's going to be 1 plus 2/3 in the denominator. And the answer would come out to be 27. Just a side note, we've talked about this many times before, but I want to talk about it again. We can't find S infinity for every kind of sequence. When is it possible to find sum to infinity? For example, let me give you a sequence 3 times 2, 6, 6 times 2, 12, 12 times 2, 24, 24 times 2, 48. You can't find sum to infinity of this.
The values decrease there.
Exactly. Sum to infinity का मतलब होता है सारी terms का sum. So if it's increasing sequence, how can you find sum to infinity? That does not make any sense. आप कैसे सारे sums को add कर सकते हो? क्योंकि हर अगली term पिछली term की double होगी. So sum to infinity only works when the values are decreasing. And for that, R should be between 1 and minus 1. Or a better way of writing that is modulus of R is less than 1. That means magnitude of R is less than 1. Okay, so whenever the magnitude of R is less than 1, which it is, that's 2 by 3, only then you can find sum to infinity. A television quiz show takes place every day. On day 1, the prize money is $1,000. If this is not won, the prize money is increased for day 2. The prize money is increased in a similar way every day until it is won. The television company considered the following 2 different models for increasing the prize money. Model 1 is increase the prize money by $100 each day. So what's this model? First day prize money announced हुआ $1,000. अगर किसी ने जीत लिया तो very good, उसको दे दिया. But अगर नहीं जीता तो next day $2,000 available है to win. किसी ने जीत लिए very good, नहीं जीते तो next day $3,000 available है to win. ठीक है, so $1,000 increase हो रहे हैं. And the model 2 is increase the prize money by 10% each day. So अगर किसी ने prize money नहीं जीता तो next day का prize money 10% increase होता है. Yeah, that is what the question is about. is about, okay. On each day that the prize money is not won, the television company makes a donation to charity. The amount donated is 5% of the value of prize on that day. Okay. So जिस दिन पैसे कोई भी नहीं जीत रहा उस दिन के 5% पैसे charity को जा रहे हैं. And okay, after 40 days, the prize money has still not been won. Calculate the total amount donated to charity. If model 1 is used, if model 2 is used. So let's talk about model 1 first. According to the model 1, first day's prize money is $1,000. If it's not won, next day's prize money is $2,000. If it's not won, next day's prize money is $3,000. Every day the money is not won, 5% of the value is given to charity. So first day, 5% of this is given to charity. Second day, 5% of this is given to charity. Third day, 5% of this is given to charity. Till the 40 days, till 40 days. Okay. After 40 days, the prize money has still not been won. So हमें 40 days का find करना है कि charity को कितने पैसे दिए. So instead of finding 5% of 1,000 and then finding 5% of 2,000, then finding 5% of 3,000 all the way till 40 days, it's better to find sum of the find S40 and then take 5% of that. Instead of doing it individually. Let's say कि देखते हैं कि 5 days का total sum क्या होगा और उसका 5% करते हैं. So you have to find 5% of S40. Okay. So 5 by 100 of S40. S40 is 40 over 2 times 2a plus b n minus 1. So 40 over 2 times 2 times a is 1,000 plus d is also 1,000 and minus 1 would be 39. Can you tell me what is
5% क्यों ले रहे हैं?
क्योंकि ना जो पैसे नहीं कोई जीतता ना उसका 5% चैरिटी पे जा रहा है. तो आपसे यही पूछा हुआ है कि चैरिटी को कितने पैसे मिलेंगे अगर पूरे 40 डेज कोई भी प्राइस मनी नहीं जीतेगा. तो आपने देख लिया कि 40 डेज का मिला के कितना सम है जो प्राइस मनी किसी ने नहीं जीता और उसका 5% फाइन कर. ठीक है, वरना बहुत लंबा काम हो जाएगा. हर दिन का 5% निकालना और उनको ऐड करना वो तो बहुत लंबा काम होगा. इससे बेहतर है कि हम सबका सम निकाल लें और उसका 5% निकाल. टेल मी व्हाट वी गेट हियर.
मिस जो आपने 5% किया ये क्यों किया?
क्योंकि क्वेश्चन ये नहीं है कि टोटल कितना प्राइज मनी नहीं जीता गया 40 डेज में. क्वेश्चन ये है कि चैरिटी को कितने पैसे दिए गए. After 40 days, the prize money has still not been won. Calculate the total amount donated to charity. ठीक है, देखो फर्स्ट डे का प्राइज मनी $1,000 अनाउंस हुआ, किसी ने नहीं जीता, इसका 5% चला गया चैरिटी को. अगले दिन 2,000 अनाउंस हुआ, डबल हो गया, किसी ने नहीं जीता, इसका भी 5% चला गया चैरिटी को. फिर 3,000 अनाउंस हुआ, अगले दिन 1,000 बढ़ रहा है ना प्राइज मनी, वो भी किसी ने नहीं जीता तो उसका 5% चला गया चैरिटी को. जब जब कोई नहीं जीत रहा द मनी गोस टू चैरिटी. सो first 40 days nobody wins the prize money. How much is given to charity? So instead of finding 5% of individual values, that's like an impossible task. 40 values के 5% निकाल के हम ऐड करेंगे तो हमें तो एक एक वैल्यू लिखनी पड़ेगी, फिर उसका 5% करना पड़ेगा. Instead, a better approach is directly find the sum of the first 40 terms and then take 5% of that.
41,000.
ठीक है मिस.
क्या आ रहा है आंसर? 41,000. That's correct. So 41,000 is donated to charity under model 1. Now let's use model 2. Model 2 is GP. So we're going to do 5% of sum 40, but for the sum formula will be GP formula. So the first value is 1,000. What's going to be the next value? This will be a 10% increase. इसको increase करो 10% क्या आता है? 1000 को 10% increase करें.
1100.
हाँ ठीक है. 1100. R क्या है इधर?
10%.
10% नहीं 110%. 10% increase हो रही है ना, that means times आप इसको multiply कर रहे हो 110%. ठीक है. So if that confuses you, Azhar, the better option is next term over previous term. So that is also going to give you 1.1, and this is also going to give you 1.1. 110% is also 1.1. Okay. So A is 1000, R is 1.1, N is 40. So we have to find 5% of S40. So 5% of A bracket 1 minus R power N, which is 40, denominator 1 minus R. What does that give us? Students have an answer. Going to be
22129.